Hello everybody, it's the 26th of March today, and this is my Taxodium distichum. I can't say that. It's a swamp cypress or a bold cypress, and it's been growing in this very large seed tray, double-sided seed tray, from seed for many years now, probably 5 years, and it's grown big and tall, and I plan to grow it into a flat top old cypress style, but I've been building my trunk. If you follow my channel, you know what I mean by building my trunk. I grow a tree for years and chop it. This has been chopped in several places and allowed to grow on again, and then I'm going to grow my top up here at about 3.5–4 feet. But today I'm going to repot it out of this extra large seed tray. The roots have already well escaped from the bottom. It sits in a pot of water all summer, but the plastic in this pot is now deteriorated and it's falling apart. I'm actually going to try and downsize it into this. It's actually a cat litter tray, but a cat litter tray I've used for as a bonsai pot, as a training pot, and I don't have anything suitable. It didn't really have anything suitable for Christmas for this pot, for this tree, but I'm going to try and downsize it into this. Let's try and do that. Just hiding behind the pot, keeping me company but trying to stay out of shot, getting as camera shy as ever, but oh, throw him a biscuit, hit him on the nose, he'll move and show himself a bit more for you. Right, let's see if we can't. I think I'm going to have to try remove some of these big roots first of all, before I'm even going to be able to get it out of the pot. I can't actually remember when this tree went into this pot. Several years ago. Okay. Oh, it's heavy. First thing I'm going to do is, I said all last year I was going to get rid of that, which was essentially a sacrifice branch to help build up this base. It's done its job. My cutters won't do it in one go, but they wish to hopefully do it in 2 or 3. Take out that little chunk. Okay, take that off, and I'm going to take off these lower pieces that are also going to poke me in the eye. And I don't want in the final design anyway. That'll do for now. Okay. So I've removed the branches from. I probably want to remove these as well, but for now that'll do. That gives me a clear area to work and not get poked in the eye. And let's try and clear this root ball. I've got some great surface roots that I want to obviously show off, but it also means I can't go in much further on this side, but I've got a bit of space at the back, so I'm going to take more off the back than the front. Yeah, I'm hopeful I can get it in there. We shall see. It is quite the solid mat of roots. I think I'm going to have to take my saw to it. That's some very thick, roundy roots that didn't find their way out of the drainage holes. This saw's quite good for cutting through the smaller roots, but it's old and rusty now. Struggles a bit with anything larger than sort of that sort of size. But we're getting through it. And I think under here I'm going to have to remove some of this big chunky stuff. So I have an old pair of cutters, my very first pair of cutters, that blunted and got old and rusty, and I now use just for root work. Obviously I don't use my best cutters for this. Got rid of some of those big old chunky roots. We can start, make a little bit of space, I can start clearing off some of this stuff. And some of all this moss that's grown in there. I might rinse that off now with the hose. Okay, so I'm just gonna tidy up a few of these. Take that off. I'm going to take that piece off entirely, and that piece. Okay, I think that'll do. My front is there, and so I'm quite happy with that. Let's try it for size in the pot. Needs to remove some more. As I thought, can't take too much off the front here. I'm going to have to try and take a little more off the back, which is not going to be easy. That'll do, that'll fit quite nicely. Maybe take a little bit more off the side, because eventually we do want this to go into a smaller pot, maybe a round pot. Okie doke. Okay, that's better. I've taken a little bit more depth. Just, you know, where I'm a centimetre or so of root away. Allowed the pot to sit a little bit deeper, the tree to sit a little bit deeper. Which means I can put a little bit more depth of soil under it. I've already got my drainage screens in place. Squeeze my elbow. I'm going to start with the big scoop. And we'll put a layer in the bottom. We've got a fairly flat, solid root base, so I'm not too worried about air pockets once I squidge the tree down in. It's going to sit quite nicely. I think I can get away with a little bit more under there. I've got a big scoop, a big pot. I'm sure I'll get to my little scoop at some point. I'm going to put some, this is slow release fertilizer. That's all I've been able to get my hands on as opposed to the controlled release. I'm going to give it a good handful and mix it in, but not too deeply. And then I'll place the tree on that little hill and I give it a nice squidge down. That's good. Let me come down here. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with the placement. Fairly, across a little bit more. Tree does lean to the right. So, yeah, okie dokie. Let's fill her in. Keep working the soil into those crooks and crevices. I can sense people getting bored, even though I fast forwarded most of it. But yeah, we'll give it a drink and then see how it looks. Okay, so a quick 360 of that rather nice Nibaria. A few less fruits around the back here than I would have liked, but you can have everything. As I say, this was grown from seed. I think that I had a seed packet with 10 seeds in it, and probably 3 or 4 germinated, and only one of those survived a long time. I've probably had this 10 years now, I think, give or take. Okay, so running up from that pot to the top, I'm actually going to make this a 2-parter video, and we'll oil tackle the top in a part 2 of this video. But for now I'm going to remove a couple more of these pieces that I don't want, and I know I don't want. Okay, as I say, it was grown for height and taper, and I think I've achieved that. Let me know what you think in the comments, but yeah, I'm pleased with the taper of this tree. Okay, so I'll pop the can in for scale, as always. I can get it to sit in place, and give you a kind of 360 and say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, comment below. Oh, and make sure you come back for part 2.